With just over a week to go until Election Day, the campaigns of Donald Trump and Kamala Harris have entered their final stretch, each working tirelessly to secure votes. As both candidates focus on critical swing states, the stakes couldn't be higher in what may be one of the closest races in recent history. This moment marks the beginning of the last mile on the road to the White House, with each campaign's messaging, strategies, and alliances playing a vital role in these final days. On the one hand, Trump is emphasizing his experience as a former president, presenting himself as the candidate who can fix what he and his supporters see as issues created under Harris's tenure. His focus remains squarely on economic recovery, national security, and a law and order platform. This approach is resonating strongly with many who feel they have been left behind by current policies, with Trump pushing the message that only he has the experience and grit to bring stability back to the country. His recent rallies in states like Georgia and New York, though, have also highlighted the risks and controversies that come with his bold and often confrontational campaign style. Trump's campaign faced unexpected backlash this week following remarks made by a comedian at a packed rally at Madison Square Garden in New York City. The comedian's statements, which included derogatory comments targeting Puerto Rican, Black, Jewish, and Latino communities, sparked condemnation across party lines. In response, Trump's team quickly distanced the campaign from these remarks, issuing a statement that the comedian's views do not represent Trump or his campaign. However, the incident has provided an opening for Harris, who capitalized on it to reiterate her commitment to unity and inclusivity in her own message to voters. Vice President Harris swiftly addressed the incident, characterizing it as an example of the divisive rhetoric she seeks to move past. In a series of public statements, Harris condemned the remarks and argued that such language only serves to deepen existing divisions. As part of her broader message, she has doubled down on a vision for an inclusive America, positioning herself as the candidate who can heal and unify the country. Trump has responded to Harris's criticisms by highlighting his platform's commitment to restoring American economic strength, which he argues has been undermined by Harris's administration. His message, "Kamala broke it, I'll fix it," has become a central theme as he argues that a return to his leadership is necessary to put the economy back on track. Polls suggest that the economy remains a top issue for voters, with a significant portion expressing confidence that Trump's policies would improve their financial well-being. Recent surveys show 42% of voters believe they'd be better off financially under Trump, compared to just 24% who feel the same about Harris, underscoring the importance of economic messaging in these final days. In an unexpected twist, Trump recently received an endorsement from billionaire Elon Musk, who has thrown his weight behind Trump with a daily $1 million giveaway for registered voters supporting Musk's views on free speech and Second Amendment rights. This initiative has sparked legal battles, as the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office has filed a lawsuit claiming the giveaway constitutes an illegal lottery designed to influence voter behavior. Musk's team responded with a photo of a recent winner, signaling their intent to continue despite the legal action. Musk's involvement has energized Trump supporters, creating further buzz and attention around his final campaign efforts. Meanwhile, Puerto Rican voters have taken center stage in the battleground state of Pennsylvania. With a large Puerto Rican population, Pennsylvania could prove pivotal in deciding the election. Many in the Puerto Rican community have expressed frustration with Trump's handling of disaster relief efforts, particularly after Hurricane Maria. The Harris campaign has highlighted these concerns, pointing out delays in aid and questioning Trump's commitment to Puerto Rican issues. The campaign's message resonated further when Puerto Rican music icon Bad Bunny voiced his support for Harris, sharing a message with his millions of followers that criticized Trump's track record. On her own campaign trail, Harris made multiple stops in Michigan this week, a critical state for her campaign. Speaking at a semiconductor manufacturing plant and meeting with union workers in training facilities, Harris presented her administration's commitment to strengthening the economy and supporting labor rights. She criticized Trump's policies, arguing that they weakened the American economy and hurt working families. Her running mate, Tim Walz, echoed this message during his visit to Wisconsin, stating that Trump's policies ultimately harmed the working class and failed to deliver on his promises to protect American jobs. Michigan has also become a key battleground in this election, with recent polls showing a razor-thin margin between the two candidates. The economy is a top concern among voters, and both campaigns are keenly aware of the role it will play in determining the outcome. Harris's team has highlighted her plans for affordable health care, job creation, and economic justice, while Trump's team focuses on tax cuts, deregulation, and reducing government intervention as the best path forward for economic growth. On the ground, there is a sharp divide between supporters of the two candidates. Joseph Knowles, a lifelong Democrat and recently laid-off auto worker, shared his view that Trump is the best candidate to bring back jobs and improve affordability. On the other side, union worker Barry Plant voiced his support for Harris, praising her detailed plans and commitment to labor rights. This contrast is emblematic of the broader divide across the nation as voters weigh their options in this closely contested race. Harris's final campaign message will be delivered from Washington, D.C., a choice her team says is symbolic given the events of January 6th, when Trump urged his supporters to march on the Capitol. The Harris campaign hopes this location will resonate with voters as she asks them to imagine two possible futures for the country: one of division under Trump or one of unity and progress under her leadership. While the candidates vie for support, election security has also become a concern. In Oregon and Washington, ballot drop boxes were targeted by suspected arson, with incendiary devices causing fires that damaged hundreds of ballots. Local authorities and the FBI have launched an investigation, citing the incidents as intentional and linked. Although fire suppressants protected the majority of ballots, some voters were notified of damage. This underscores the importance of election security as states work to protect the integrity of early votes and prevent further incidents. As the election nears, Harris and Trump are both determined to secure every possible vote. Harris will focus on presenting a forward-thinking vision for the future, while Trump calls for economic recovery and stability. With polling margins narrowing in key states, each campaign's message in these final days could prove decisive. Both candidates know that in an election this close, the road to the White House may be determined by the smallest of margins. The finish line is now within sight, and each vote cast could shape the future of the United States for years to come.